Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Broyans Farm. In the greenhouse today, I gotta do some more seeding, like I always do. And if you've watched my previous videos, you'll know that I've been doing a lot of seeding of tomatoes and our peppers, not only for retail sales, but also for our field. Out here in the big house, mostly all of these seedlings, besides a couple flats, are ready to be transplanted. And there's a little over 75 flats here, and all the flats have 512 seeds, or somewhere around that in each flat. So if you do the math, that just comes out to be a lot of flowers or plants, herbs, whatever you want to call it. One thing that I'm excited about is we finally got the begonias transplanted. There's still some little ones that are coming, so we put them back here to grow more. But as you can see, we got a lot done. And then down here, like these portulacas are really ready. They should be done today. The peppers over here for retail sales really need to be done. But things like the petunias are still small yet. They're gonna need to grow for a little while. Mom's been taking a lot of these petunias out to the market, and they're actually going very fast. She takes about 10 or 15 out a day, and then usually has to restock them within a day or two. Now these ones just came out, and she's gonna start taking these. I think these are just as cool as those ones. I really like these a lot too though. A lot of this stuff now could be ready for sale. People aren't really wanting to buy this stuff too much because this isn't really a plant you want to put inside. That'll probably get planted like out in your landscaping somewhere or in a big pot out on your front porch. And it's a little bit too early for that. Mostly the flowers that people are buying right now are stuff that can either handle the cold or can sit in their house in front of a window. These lobelia are really starting to look good now. Down here's the celosia. There's like an orange, pink, red. And then over here is like a lighter pink. We have the lantana. Doing really good. Look how big and beautiful they are. Nice flowers on them. Down here's all the rosemary. Here's the Sinetti. We always ended up getting these too early. This year we got them later. And now, instead of them already being blooming, they're not even really coming out and blossom yet. So hopefully, right about the time we start going to market, they'll be ready for sale. Over here is the vinca vine. You can see how much that's vining already. Probably have about a foot of growth, if not more, on some of these. Then up above this stuff, we have the hanging basket tomatoes, which this is like a cherry tomato, about that big. And then over here is some combination baskets of like some caliboca or calibacopa, verbena, lobelia, and only some of them are blooming. Like the verbena's not coming out yet, but obviously the calibacopa is. Then down here we have the verbena in pots, the 4.5 inches. We have the red, we have the pink, and then we have the purple, which is my personal favorite. Across the aisle we have some more hangers that are smaller. We have some strawberry mint. Come down a little further, we have the mojito mint. Come down a little further, we have the chocolate mint. And then at the end of the table, we have the pineapple mint. And then everything I just showed you is from those two tables right over there. In the middle aisle here, something that I didn't show you yet is the Cenadranium or citronella. We actually have two different kinds of this year. We have these ones, which is what we normally grow. And then over here in this back corner on the end of the verbena is a different kind, which is called Limona. And I guess they both smell the same. Actually, I didn't even try it. Let me try it. Yeah, I think they smell just about the same. The difference is these ones get the nice pretty flowers on them right away, and these ones over here don't get them till later in the season, probably about a month or two. I've showed you these, I think, yeah, apricot, Salonia apricot begonias before. These are probably one of my favorite begonias that we grow. Then we have another one down here. This is a new one this year, I'm pretty sure. That's still coming out. Haven't really got to see these bloom fully yet, but it won't be long. Over here is all of our New Guinean patience, or at least the first batch of them anyway. We have 4 different varieties here. There's like a blushing lilac. Over here is the lavender. And you can see they're blooming. On the other side here we have the sweet potato vine. This is like the greener, and then this is like the black sweet potato vine, which is more purplish. We have the non-stop mocha mix begonias. Now, a lot of these my mom has sold that were blooming, and so as you can see, not much is going on here with these. Here's one. Down here we have the bacopa. Now, we have a lot more bacopa, but we just have it spread out through all over the greenhouse. I'm not quite sure why. Over there's some purple lobelia. Then up above all this stuff, we have the hanging basket petunias. We have a bunch of different colors here. We have this one, which is like the night sky mix or something like that. And then over here, it's like a lighter pink version of the same thing, or like a purple, whatever you want to call it. We have some impatient baskets, just like we do in the pots. Down here is some more calibacopa 4.5-inch pots. We have all sorts of different colors and styles here. You can see that one there. The yellow. Then like you've seen, there's this pink with like the white outline, purple. Down here's the red. And then like a pink with a yellow center on it. And then over there is the white, which is just barely starting to come out. Here's all of our Gerber daisies. They're getting close. We put these on drip lines this year instead of watering by hand. Makes it so much nicer. Now from here all the way down to the end of the greenhouse, this table is filled with geraniums. All sorts of different colors. They're all budded up, but nothing's coming out yet. I could look at the tags, but I could just tell you that we have like a red, a dark red, a pink, and a couple other colors that I'll show you later on once they start actually blooming. These are all of a zonal geranium. Over here that we just got potted a couple days ago, these are all of our seed geraniums. These are bought in plugs and planted. These are grown from seed in our house, and then now you can see this is basically how we get them when we buy them, but these were actually grown from seed instead of like these. In the seedlings we have all of our field cole crops. These are just about big enough. They're going to go in the 6-packs, and then once they get fully grown, we'll start to plant them in our field. Retail onions. When we grow retail onions, we plant them in a 1-pack. There's like 7, 8, maybe 15 in some. And when you want to plant them, you just pluck that out and put them in. And then down here's the dill, which the dill, I don't know if I can pull out yet. Oh yeah, you can. It's in a 4-pack, and it's sold just like that. And there's lots of different, I guess you'd call them sprigs in there. That's just about everything in here for number 1. We have doubles and triples of stuff. Not everything is exactly where it should be, but it's working for where it's at. And now we'll go over into number 2. That's where most of our packs of stuff are in flats. Over here in the second greenhouse, my gram, pap, sister, and her fiance, Daniel, are doing some transplanting. I don't know if Shania and Daniel are doing as much, but they're just kind of floating around, helping mom load, helping transplant, kind of just doing whatever. So what we have in this greenhouse is on the floor, first off, is our retail onions and chives, which actually need to be trimmed. Right here is the chives, and then those 3 and these 2 are retail onions. Over here some zinnias, more zinnias, and just like in the other greenhouse, stuff's kind of spread all over. We try and put stuff together, but I don't know, somehow it always gets screwed up. On the tables here are our retail onions, and like I explained before, the candy variety and the, I think, superstar variety did really well, but the yellow sweet Spanish did not do so good. On these tables we have our first batch of tomatoes, which a lot of these are getting potted into 4.5-inch pots. More zinnias over here, and these pots are the fuchsias. More potted tomatoes. Here's the begonias that were just transplanted like a day or 2 ago. And then on the table above them is the dahlias. Now last year we had a lot of problems with our dahlias. They kept wanting to get yellow and they weren't looking so nice. And now this year, I mean, as you can see, they're just beautiful. They're gonna soon come out and blossom. More potted tomatoes again, more zinnias. Here is some gazanias, some dianthus, more rosemary. bacopa, calibacopa, spikes. Here's a hanging basket that we just couldn't fit on our lines hanging up above. Here's some hollyhocks that really gotta get transplanted. They're getting big now. Our first batch of marigolds. There's yellow and orange mix. There's Inca and Bolero and I don't know, all sorts of them. Here's a Janie Spry variety. These are the Incas. You can see how they're like a bigger. And then these are the French, which are smaller. Here's Graham and Mom. She's working on filling pots for the... Are you filling for tomatoes?
Yep.
Some of the varieties we're doing is like a Burpee's Big Boy.
We want to finish the rest.
Roma. Patio.
Good morning, everybody.
Pap's working on snapdragons.
Good morning.
Pansies and violas. That's this whole section. And then again, more zinnias. As you can see, zinnias go very well. These tomatoes look like they need some water. Here's more tomatoes. Now these are a little bit smaller, but they're gonna be sold in 6-packs. That's just the first batch that's coming on. Then we have some of our cole crops right out front. We have some lettuce right here. And then this is all the impatiens. Then right next to them is the vinca. They're a little ways off yet though from blooming. More tomatoes then right here. Oh, look what I did. The next thing in line here is this is our big batch of petunias, along with some more tomatoes and more cole crops out front. This right here is kale. Over there is cabbage. And then by the fan there's more cole crops like the broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage. Shania and Daniel, I guess, are working on loading the van right now for Mom to take out to the market. You can kind of see she's just getting a flat or two of everything, so she just has a variety out there. I see marigolds, zinnias, herbs, lettuce, mints, pansies, begonias, coleus. Where's Shania? Daniel is originally from Tennessee, and that's where Shania lives with him. And so this right here is her pile that she's taken back with her for her garden, or farmette, whatever you want to call it. Mostly tomatoes, but now I see she's starting to get some peppers. She does some basil, hanging basket tomato. And now we'll start on the other side of the greenhouse. This is all Gaillardia and Echinacea, which is a cone flower back here. And then we get into our herbs, which is parsley. We have the curled and the plain Italian. We have sage over there. We have fennel. Then we have thyme. And then for some reason we have the Dusty Millers right here. Oh, and then we also have the lavender. That's some of it. I don't know where the rest is. Then next to that is the salvia and coleus. Right here is some more dianthus, different variety. More marigolds right here. Then more cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli right here. Then we get into the verbena and snapdragons, which is that line there. Lots of peppers here. Now these are in singles. They just get to be a bigger plant. And some people don't want 6 or even 4, so they just rather buy it by the piece. Here is all the snapdragons that Pap's working on right now. Then we have the portulacas. There's 2 different varieties there. I don't know exactly which one is which.
Is that tub labeled slicing? No.
More vinca. And then we get into the celosia. 2 different kinds. There's this kind and that kind. This right here is the kimono mix. I don't know what the other one is over there. So then right next to the celosia is more thyme, and then we get into our peppers. Now this is all sorts of singles and 6-packs. Oh, there's eggplant there too. And I'll just rattle some of them off, like a Cubanelle, red night bell pepper, jalapeno, a lot of different kinds of bell. There's a Keystone Giant. Here's cherry peppers, hot Portugal, and I see some giant Marconi back there. And then right next to them is like the super hots, which is like the Thai hots. the Carolina Reaper, the Ghost. Then next to them is the lettuce. We have, this is head lettuce. We have butter crunch, salad bowl, endive, new red fire. After that is our sunflowers. We have several different batches going on. We have the first batch, and then those flats in there, the second batch. Right next to the Slocia is the third batch right there. We have some more lantana and lobelia here out front. And then all the way down, the last thing in the corner is the lupines, which there was a couple more flats here. Mom just took them though. In the hanging baskets, which this looks a little bit light. It is. That's gonna need to be watered. We have some combinations. That's like a verbena, calibacopa, lobelia basket. Over here we have New Guinea impatient baskets. These are kind of small. They were just done not long ago. Some more calibacopa over here. My favorite ones though are over along this wall. These are the 12-inch hangers. This purple and white calibacopa one with some mixed in verbena is really nice. This one's all calibacopa. But my favorite one is right here, which is the sweet potato vine, the calibacopa, and I guess that's it. I really like the sweet potato vine. My favorite color is green, maybe that's why. So that's basically it of everything that we have. I'll kind of just do a big pan here so you can see everything. We don't have much room left. You can see we have about a little over 2 foot to walk. We have some little tiny aisleways just to walk down so we can check stuff out, water in the back if we need to. But that's about it. We are making some room now that we're taking more stuff out to the market. This table's gonna have to come out either today or tomorrow because it's getting warm enough out to where they don't need to be in here. It actually gets hot. There's Shania.